What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Daryl Smith and you're watching Bad Beast Barbecue. Today we're going to be doing a smoked pork picnic on the Masterbuilt Electric Smoker, so hang in there. Okay, here we have a 10.5 or 11-pound pork picnic. We're going to trim some of this fat off of the pork picnic to make it a little bit more presentable, removing a little bit of the silver skin. But you don't want to remove all that fat, because of course fat is flavor. We're just going to get rid of some of these tight white pockets of fat in order to make the meat a little bit more presentable when we pull it. The picnic is one of the most inexpensive cuts of meat you'll find. Reason being, it has a high fat content and a big old bone in the middle, which some folks might think is a bad thing. But for us smoke masters, fat adds flavor, and you know, the meat is always sweeter near the bone. The picnic comes from the lower part of the shoulder and is a tough cut of meat. We are going to be cooking this one at 225 degrees until it reaches an internal temperature of 196 degrees. The injection we're using is made of apple juice, water, sugar, table salt, apple cider vinegar, Worcestershire sauce, and hot sauce. Now we doubled this recipe to make sure that we had enough injection for the pork picnic. Make as much as you think you need. We're going to be using yellow mustard as a binder, and you can apply your favorite barbecue rub to season the pork picnic. And we're going to be using Chris Lilly's 6-time World Championship pork shoulder rub. We'll put the recipe in the description box of the video and put a link to the web page in which we found the recipe. Make sure you season the pork picnic very well. Now we're going to wrap the pork picnic in aluminum foil and leave it in the pan to marinate in the refrigerator overnight, allowing the injection and the rub to marinate the meat and to soak deeper into the tissues of the pork. The next morning, remove the pork picnic from the refrigerator. You can see where the rub has liquefied and has marinated the pork. Touch up the rub with a little bit more dry rub to make sure that all spots are covered. Place your pork picnic on your smoker rack and take it outside to your preheated smoker, which should be set at 225 degrees. We'll be using apple wood chips for this smoke, and we will be adding a handful of apple wood chips to the tray every hour for the first 4 to 5 hours of this cook. And after 16 hours of smoking, look at that beautiful pork picnic. Internal temperature is 196 degrees and it's already falling apart. We're going to double wrap this pork picnic in foil, and then we're going to wrap it in 2 blankets and place it inside of a dry cooler to allow it to rest and continue to cook for at least another hour. After an hour of resting in the cooler, Remove the pork picnic and unwrap it from the blankets and the foils. Place it in a pan and tear it apart to create some great tasting pulled pork for those sandwiches or pulled pork nachos. Check out how tender this one is. You have got to love the way this bark looks. This pork picnic pulled apart magnificently. So tender and juicy, you can smell the smoke. And look at that nice clean bone. Yes sir, the meat is always sweeter near the bone. Now the final touch, drizzle your favorite barbecue sauce on the pulled pork to give it that extra twang. Now right here we're using Lloyd's Coakley's barbecue sauce. Some great stuff. We'll put the link down in the description box. And as always, now for the fun part, the taste test. Yes sir, the pulled pork came out nice, moist, tender, juicy. You can taste the injection and the dry rub. And that Coakley's barbecue sauce set it off. Definitely some good stuff. Well, that's all we have time for today. And remember, if you're looking for a good pulled pork picnic recipe, this is the video for you. And remember, where there's smoke, there's fire. And if there's fire, then damn it, there just might be a barbecue there. See you around the smoker.